Thank you for joining me for lesson 33 of Sefer HaMitzvos. Today we're continuing talking about positive mitzvah number 19. And the mitzvah is that we are to say blessings after the meals. Here's a book I use. Um, when after we've eaten a meal with bread. And I wanted to tell you a really fun and also inspiring story that Judaism has about Abraham. There's a verse in Genesis 21. Genesis 21:33 says that Abraham planted an eshel in Beersheba, and there he proclaimed the name of God, God of the universe. So the sages asked, what exactly is an eshel? It's usually translated as tree, and they said that it is an acronym that the Aleph, Shin, and Lamed stand for something. So I think we call those backronyms now, where we start out with a word and then come up with what the acronym would be, so that we can kind of give a meaning to it that may not have been the original intent. But this is what the sages, how they're kind of drawing out a hint in the word eshel. And so the Reish Lakish um, said, or no, excuse me, Rabbi Nehemiah said that he built an inn, is his translation. And so the idea is that Abraham had this inn that he built, and Eshel stood for um, food, drink, and lodging. So the idea is, if you were a traveler through the wilderness and you needed a place, he had a tent that was always open to you. They say that he had a door that was open on every side of his tent, so no matter which direction you were coming from, he was able to run out to greet you. Um, and so he would provide food, drink, and a place, shelter, and a place to sleep. Um, and then they continue talking about the rest of the verse. It says, "There he proclaimed the name of God." So Reish Lakish, who I mentioned earlier, says that don't you shouldn't think of it as saying that he proclaimed the name of God there. You should read it as that he caused the name of God to be proclaimed there. So basically, what the Medrash says is that Abraham would give food and drink and I'm sure a good conversation and good experience to his the visitors who would come in to stay in his inn, and then at the end of the meal, they would say, "All right, we're heading out now," and he would say, "Okay, here's the bill," and basically, actually, to back up, before he would say, "Here's the bill," he would say, "All right, now you need to say thanks for the food that has been provided to you." He says, "The God of the universe provided this to you, so you should say, 'Blessed is the God of the universe, whose from whose bounty we've eaten.'" And the people would say, "Oh, I'll thank you. You gave me the food." And he said, "No, no, you have to thank God, or else here's the bill." And so the people said, "Okay, good. We'll thank God." And so this was, in a sense, his way of doing outreach, was by showing hospitality, and then getting the people to acknowledge the one God of the universe. And it's really kind of a great story, and it I think shows also the attitude that we should have. Saying the blessings after our meals is really an appropriate way of showing gratitude to the God of the universe, who literally owns everything, doesn't need anything from us, but yet we take from Him. In fact, we uh, every breath that we take, every moment that we exist, is because He loves us and is providing for us. So let's thank Hashem, and let's also be showing hospitality to others, and let's also uh, cause others to acknowledge the God that has provided all these things to them. All right. We may kind of take that idea a little bit further in the next couple of classes. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day in every way.